I would dare to say that if we all had self-love, we wouldn't have the problems that we have in the world today. Hello guys, thank you so much for joining me in this new episode about the difference between self-esteem and self-love. I would like to start by defining the self. What is the self? Self is a person as the object of its own consciousness. And what is the consciousness? Consciousness is the awareness of our thoughts, of our emotions, of our feelings, our memories, and even our surrounding world. Does the self define us? It depends. We all create a self, and that's how we present ourselves to the world. But sometimes it can be very different from who we really are. And that's our ego's need to be liked and accepted by our peers. And we talk to the self. And sometimes this dialogue is not very healthy. And we say things like, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not successful enough. And it's just like that program that we have in the back of our heads that we keep repeating for so long that we believe this is true. And then what happens is that life mirrors this toxic relationship that we have with ourselves, and then keep bringing people and circumstances that align with that frequency. And then we wonder why we keep having people that disrespect us and painful situations. But the truth is, we allow people to abuse us maybe a little bit less than we abuse ourselves. I used to have a bad relationship with myself, the self that I created to please other people, to be liked, to be accepted. And it was torture. It was horrible. And I wouldn't want to go back to it. And then one day we wake up and we realize that we've been mean to ourselves. And then what do? We try to add positive affirmations to reverse the damage that we've done. And that can work for a while, but that's again the ego trying to attach to something. And just like everything else in life, thoughts, they have a polarity. And one day the affirmations are gonna work and then you're gonna feel incredible, and then the next day they won't. And then you're gonna get frustrated and you're back to square zero. We cannot sustain positive thoughts all the time and walk around with a high self-esteem. And that's okay. Life is about ups and downs. That's how we evolve. So you see, self-esteem is related to what's happening around us. So it changes, it moves. It's comparative. Is self-esteem bad? Of course not. Self-esteem is the first step. But then you start to doubt those affirmations. And then you start to look for outside validation to fill that void that you have inside. And then you have low self-esteem. And then the cycle just starts all over again. What happens if you dissolve the self and you move beyond it? What's left is the beauty of the now and the I, which is all we have, is the present moment and I. There will be no self to love or to hate, no ego to please, no comparison. And then we are left with our essence, which is love. And love you cannot divide, and it has no opposites. Once we cultivate this love inside of us, we become totally independent of the good or bad opinion of others. And this is bliss. This is the ultimate happiness and beauty. And that's why I say that inner beauty will save the world.